everybody, this is Denise at God's Third Acre, and I'm in a real pickle. So let's come on over here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. My dad and I harvested all these cucumbers today, and I've already made probably 12 quarts of pickles, but it looks like it's time to make more. So this time I'm going to give a shout out to my friend Rose at Wholesome Roots, and I'm going to use her lacto-fermented pickle recipe. So follow along and we'll put it together, and then we're going to have a taste test in a few days. Okay, let me show you what I got here. I've got these 2 jars. They appear to be about a quart, or not a quart, maybe a quart. I didn't measure. But I've got 2 jars that have the lids with the seal on it. And I got these at Hobby Lobby on Saturday for half price. So I think they were only $2.50 or $3 a jar. So I was really happy about finding those. So I've got 2 of those. Inside each jar, I put 1 head of dill, and it smells so good. I love the smell of dill. And then we'll come over here, and I sliced up an onion. I'm going to put half an onion in each jar, and I'm going to put 2 cloves of garlic in each jar. I've also got a quart of water, and I put 3 tablespoons of kosher salt in the water and let it dissolve, and that's our brine that we're going to use for our pickles. Now I'm going to go ahead and get some of my pickles cut up, so I won't bore you with that process. Okay, I've got some cucumbers sliced up. I think I've got enough to fill my 2 jars. If not, I'll slice up a few more. It's important when you're doing this to cut the blossom end off. You want to cut at least a 1/16 inch. I cut more than that. But you want to cut off the blossom end of the cucumber. That's what all the old timers say. So I'm going to trust them. They've been doing it a lot longer than I have. Now I'll show you my jars over here. I've got my jars with my onion and my garlic in it, and I'm going to add a ½ tablespoon of mixed pickling spice to each jar. We'll see what kind of interesting flavor we can get from the pickling spice. I'm sure it'll be delicious. And now let's add in our cucumbers. Okay, I've got my seasonings and everything in the bottom of the jar. So now I'm going to start adding in my slices, and I'm going to pack them in there pretty good because that dill is going to pack down. Looks like I'm going to have to slice some more cucumbers. I sliced them about 1/4 inch thick. Guess these jars hold more than what I thought they would. It's kind of like a puzzle. I've got big slices and little slices. So I'm trying to pack them all in there. And I am going to have to slice some more up for my second jar. Okay, I've got both of my jars filled up now with cucumber slices. Now here's the crazy thing I'm going to do. You need to put some type of tannin producing leaf in here, which would be like horseradish leaf or oak leaf or grape leaf. I don't have access to any of those. So something else that produces tannin is tea. And Rose said in her video that some people she knew put a tea bag in there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a tea bag in the top of these because tea produces tannin. Helps to keep your pickles crisp. Now I'm going to take my brine and pour over the top. and make sure that the pickles are covered completely. And it looks like I'm going to have to make some more brine for this second jar. I've got my tea bag in there. It's kind of holding the pickles down a little bit, but not completely. But I'm going to go ahead and seal this jar. Now it's going to produce gases, so every day I'm going to open the jar and burp it, let the gases escape, and then close it back down. I'm going to do that for at least 3 days in a row. My house is fairly cool, so it'll take a little longer for these to ferment. So I think I'm probably going to give it about a week before I taste it. But I'm definitely going to bring you back and let you be a part of our taste test so you can see how we're doing with the pickles. But I'm going to go ahead and make more brine and finish filling up this jar and get it closed up. And then we'll be back later for the taste test. Hey everybody, it's Denise from God's Third Acre. And I'm just coming back to you today to show you the results of fermenting, the lacto-fermenting pickles recipe that I got from Rose at Wholesome Roots. So let's take a taste. Lots of bubbles in the pickles. I'll open both jars. I have to admit, about 2 days in, I got curious and I took a taste of the pickles then. They were really salty. So let's see how they taste now. Okay, still a little salty. Not too bad. I can taste some of the pickling spices in it. And they are crispy, so I think the tea bag helped. Let's try the other jar and see if it's different. It's a little bit saltier. It has a little bit more of the pickling spice flavor, so I may have gotten more in that than I did the other one. But overall, they taste good. It's been 4 days, so I'm going to go ahead and seal them up and put them in the refrigerator so it stops the fermentation process, and just enjoy them out of the refrigerator. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll try making the lacto-fermented pickles as well. For instructions on it, you can follow my video, or you can go over to Wholesome Roots and check out Rose's video. She gives really good instructions as well. Have a blessed day.